Well, hello everybody. November 30th here. Last day of November. Last day of the ho-hos. In December, we're going to move to the ho-ho-hos, and because we'll be moving to the ho-ho-hos in December, we'll now be discussing one title for every day instead of the two titles we've been discussing in November. So let's have a look at our last titles for November. So first title up today for November is the Trailer Park Boys Christmas Special. Again, why do I buy the Trailer Park Boys Christmas Special? Or, I'm sorry, why do I watch the Trailer Park Boys Christmas Special every year? Well, my son and I, for a while, used to watch Trailer Park Boys together. We enjoyed it. It was good fun. And my daughter, realizing that we both liked watching Trailer Park Boys very much, bought it for me as a Christmas present. So there's a sentimental attachment to the Trailer Park Boys Christmas Special. Why does it get the ho-ho rating? Well, as you can expect, it's pretty much, it doesn't do anything than depict really the antics of the Trailer Park Boys over the Christmas season, and you pretty much get what you would expect from the Trailer Park Boys at any other time of year for that matter. It does give a little bit of a backstory regarding the characters of Randy and Mr. Leahy and the character of Bubbles, but I mean, it's one of those, it's a special that you will like very much if you're a fan of the Trailer Park Boys. If you don't like the Trailer Park Boys, I suspect you won't have a lot of use for the special. It's good fun, but again, there's nothing incredibly original in it. There's nothing really in it that you won't find in the rest of the in a typical episode or a typical season of Trailer Park Boys itself. Other offerings for November 28th are, now interesting, we have a double offering here, and I'll explain that. And this double offering is actually where we make the bridge from the ho-hos to the ho-ho-hos. And on the left we have the first of the double offerings I want to talk about, The Fool of the World and the Flying Ship, it's called. Now, as I mentioned a couple of days ago when I was talking about Krampus, any good critic will evaluate any individual work based on what the work sets out to do. Based on what The Fool of the World and the Flying Ship sets out to do, this gets 4 stars. It is absolutely excellent. It is absolutely delightful. It's a claymation special adaptation of a traditional Russian folk story. It uses the voice talents of David Suchet, among other people. It is really absolutely delightful, and I actually use this to teach Campbell's theory of the heroic cycle. It is an absolutely wonderful hour-long short film. So, you're wondering, well, why is this guy only given this a ho-ho rating if he thinks it's so wonderful and so absolutely delightful? Well, there's one little problem, and that is it is in no way a Christmas special by any stretch of the imagination. What happened was, 26 years ago now, I saw it on TV during the Christmas holidays, fell in love with it, and out of force of habit just started watching it during the Christmas holidays, so it became part of my Christmas viewing. But unfortunately, I have to recognize that by no stretch of the imagination is this a Christmas special. So to keep myself honest, I firstly have to give it a ho-ho rating, and secondly, I have to offer something that actually is a Christmas special. So this is the first of our ho-ho-ho ratings, and this is a 30-minute animated adaptation of A Christmas Carol. It is an absolutely delightful adaptation of A Christmas Carol. It was made by a man named Richard Williams in 1971, and it won the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film that year. How could this get so much stature? Well, Williams actually managed to talk Alastair Sim into doing the voice of Scrooge, and managed to talk Michael Hordern in to doing the voice of Marley. In addition to that, he managed to get Michael Redgrave to narrate the thing. So, absolutely wonderful cartoon adaptation of the story. The only adaptation of A Christmas Carol I know of that has actually got the Ghost of Christmas Past in the way that Dickens describes the Ghost of Christmas Past in the novella A Christmas Carol. Now, the only reason that they're able to do this is that basically this is a cartoon, so that they're not limited by what can be achieved through special effects. And if you read Dickens' description of the Ghost of Christmas Past, you will realize just how difficult it would be even to achieve that through special effects. So this is the only version of A Christmas Carol I know that actually pulls that off. I have no reservations in saying that it deserved its Academy Award for Best Animated Film. Why do I give it a ho 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 as opposed to a whoa ho 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 rating? You know how they sometimes say less is more? Well, in this case, less is less. Everything about this is so wonderful. It really does deserve to be a bit longer and tell a little bit more about the story. I would have liked to have seen a little more attention paid to the Cratchit family, for instance. Dickens' descriptions of the Cratchit family are so vivid that if they had been allowed to detail that the way they had in the novel, for instance, this really would have been something quite spectacular. But it really is very, very good, and I strongly recommend it. So tomorrow we move into December. We'll start discussing the ho-ho-hos in earnest. These are the movies that are and specials that are very good, and I actually do look forward to seeing every year. And from here on out, we'll just be looking at one work per day. So hope you've enjoyed today's somewhat longer set of mini reviews. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And are we all starting to get that Christmas is coming feeling as we enter into December? I know I am. Have a great day. Talk to you tomorrow.